first time, welcome to the Empowerment Minutes podcast. For those who are already a fan, welcome back. Before we get started, here's a brief introduction about me. Again, I'm Dr. Maurine Kwende, your podcast host, learning leader, faculty researcher, speaker, coach, consultant, and author. I'm passionate about empowering leaders to become better leaders. And I do that through my podcast, my academy, my research, teaching, books, social media, channels, and newsletters. You can learn more about me at www.maurinekwende.com or reach out to me via email at info@emklearningsolutions.com. So thank you once again for being a fan of this podcast or tuning in for the first time. So today's episode is focused on artificial intelligence, AI. Let's see a show of hands, those who have dabbled in the world of AI, and those who haven't. Let's see a show of hands. Well, if your hand was up, literally speaking, for not using AI, then I really don't know your reasons for not using AI, but you might want to reconsider after listening to this podcast. So how can leaders and managers leverage AI to be more effective both at work and in life? Here are some ways AI can assist leaders and managers to become more effective. So we know that leaders and managers make decisions every day, right? In fact, all humans make decisions daily, at least 3,500 decisions a day. What dress to wear, which car to drive, what to eat for lunch, and so on. At work, leaders and managers make decisions about many things, maybe about approving a new product or even promoting an employee. So to make these decisions, leaders have a huge volume of data usually to consider to allow for evidence-based decision making. And we know that this takes time. That's where AI comes in. With data-driven decision making, AI can quickly analyze large amounts of data and extract really meaningful insights that would enable leaders and managers to make more informed decisions based on their real-time information, rather than relying on other things like maybe intuition and all that. And of course, using AI, analyzing this data would definitely help leaders and managers to save time. Okay, so here's the second point. Leaders and managers, they have daily tasks, right, and also have high volume tasks that need critical thinking and strategic thinking, for example. So to create more time for the high value task, leaders can find ways to automate their routine task, right? The things that they do daily, right? So that they can be more intentional about using their time. Again, here's where AI comes in. Automating routine tasks, AI-powered tools can really automate so many repetitive tasks, leveraging that function, thereby allowing leaders and managers to focus on those high-value tasks that require more time to strategize and apply creativity and using critical thinking skills. The third point we want to consider is that of crisis, right? A great leader is known when they're leading a crisis, right? So we all know crisis is inevitable in life and at work. Recently, we remember the COVID crisis, right? We could have a lot of crisis at work as well, with the great resignation and all of that. So great leaders have to anticipate crisis and plan towards potential solutions so that when a crisis eventually happens, they're ready. So good leaders also anticipate problems and challenges and then find potential opportunities to solve this problem. With predictive analysis, AI can predict future trends and outcomes based on historical data, assisting leaders and managers in anticipating all these challenges and opportunities, and also in the areas of shifts in the market or in the business. So research informs us that when employees receive constructive feedback, they're more productive and there is an increase in employee engagement and retention. So some leaders don't know how to provide constructive feedback. This is the third point. That's where AI tools can help by providing real-time feedback to leaders This would help improve on their feedback, the constructive feedback skills, communications skills, and how they can improve their interactions with their team members. AI can also help in this area with a feedback loop whereby there is a continuous gathering of feedback to feed and refine the AI tools and algorithms and ensure that they align with leaders and managers' requirements. So these are really some areas that as leaders and managers, if we leverage AI or if you leverage AI, it's gonna really help you to become more effective in the area of decision making, in the area of automating routine tasks, and also in the area of predicting or predictive analysis. So let me know your thoughts. How are you leveraging AI so far? Right? What are some other ways that you've been finding AI to be more productive? I can't wait to know. So to wrap up this podcast, I would like to conclude by saying that leaders and managers can focus on these strategies and leverage AI to enhance their effectiveness in the workplace and also make informed decisions both at work and in life. So that's it for this week's podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you same time